Welcome to Recombo. It's Basil here with the Nokia Lumia 820 and a Sony Xperia SP. We're comparing both these phones because they are LTE devices and they come in at the lower end of the LTE price point. Now the Nokia Lumia 820 packs Windows Phone 8, the Sony Xperia SP Android. Which one's for you? Well, we're going to start by talking about the design. The Lumia 820 is rounded, it feels really quite nice in the hand. It's heavy, it is beefy, don't get us wrong, but it certainly doesn't feel like it's digging into our hands when we hold it. The Sony Xperia SP is considerably sharper. It's quite characteristic though. You've got a transparent banding at the base. You can see it's got a quite curvaceous backing. Neither of these devices are thin, and we're not entirely sure why the Lumia 820 is so thick, but we know that the Sony Xperia SP packs a 2370 milliamp battery, and that is really huge compared to the 1650 milliamp battery in the Nokia Lumia 820. Moving on to the design of the 820, and there are no buttons on the right side, while on the left side, while on the right are the standard Windows Phone buttons. This includes a two-stage camera button, so that's great to see. You've also got that on the Xperia SP, which we'll come on to. 3.5mm jack up top, micro USB port down below, 8MP rear-facing card-sized camera, dual LED flash. We can actually pop open the back cover to reveal a removable battery, micro SIM and micro SD. There's 8GB of onboard storage, so that is expandable very, very easily, which is very, very cool. Moving on to the SP, left side micro USB port, right side volume rocker, power button and a two-stage camera button once again. Down below no buttons, but you do have that transparent strip which lights up. If we, for example, open up an album, photo album, we can see this gorgeous photo that Toddy took. It's actually making that light up a little bit green. That's making it light up blue. That's making it light up bluer. You get the picture basically. Seems to be a lot of blue. There we go. Now we've got some red. All in all though, it adds a nice little bit of character to this phone, which head on looks quite serious. Around the top, 3.5mm jack, don't know if we covered that. Around the back, 8MP Sony Exmor RS camera, flash and a loudspeaker. Once again, the back cover is removable, but no removable battery. You've just got that SIM card tray and a micro SD card slot. That can just be clipped into place, and when it's all clipped together, it does feel very nice and secure. As we said, a little bit beefy, but no surprise given the giant battery inside. Moving on to the displays, and they pack different screen text. The Lumia 820 packs an AMOLED display. This is really going to guarantee deep, dark blacks, vibrant, punchy colors. It's a non-pentile display, so you're going to get a true WVGA resolution out of here. The Sony Xperia SP will better this, 720p, that's an HD display, so it's going to look really nice and sharp. With Sony's Mobile Bravia Engine 2, when we do look at things like photos, they're going to look absolutely punchy and vibrant. A little bit too much so in some cases, it does look a little bit glaring neon, but that's, Sony Xperia Bravia Engine all over. It's a really loud experience. Viewing angles are going to be better on the Nokia Lumia 820, but head on, we're leaning towards the Xperia SP just because of the clarity, thanks to the pixel density. If we take a look at the UI of both of these phones, Windows Phone 8 is on the left with the Nokia Lumia 820 and is the simpler of the two. Really nice and customizable with its live tiles. It's not going to have things like the app support that you might want if you're a real keen smartphone user. It does, however, out of the box come with a lot more than any other operating system out there. You've got sat navigation, you've got offline mapping, and you've even got some free music in the form of Nokia's mixed radio. So a lot out of the box. Nokia guarantee a lot of value for money in all their handsets, and this is no exception. On the Sony Xperia SP, you've got Android. You've got a variable number of home screens. These home screens can be populated with shortcuts and widgets. If we pinch a home screen, we can see a home screen overview. Home screens can be deleted and added at will. Really nice, customizable. We like the direction Sony's taken their user interface compared to how it was on the Xperia S, for example. Pull down notifications bar and you've got your quick settings. Open up your apps tray and you have traditional applications list, which can be ordered in your own order, alphabetical, most used and recently used. Which one's right for you? Well, it's going to be down to personal preference. We prefer Android purely based on the app support out there. But if you're not going to want to go into the Play Store, get loads of applications, and you just want a really ready-made, out-of-the-box solution, then the Nokia Lumia 820 will definitely beat the Sony Xperia SP. What about internals? Well, you've got two dual-core devices here, 1.5 GHz with the Nokia Lumia 820, 1.7 GHz with the Sony Xperia SP. Android isn't quite as efficient, so you can actually probably expect a smoother experience on the Nokia Lumia 820, but neither will leave you wanting. They'll both be great for gaming, but if you are into your gaming, then once again, the Sony Xperia SP, thanks to its app support, is going to be the one to go for. Both will play back HD content, but again, with its HD screen, it's going to be the Sony Xperia SP which is going to really swing it. The Sony Xperia SP, it's also worth noting, has got DualShock support, so if you've got a PS3, want to use your PS3 DualShock controller, connect it via Bluetooth, you can indeed do that. Finally, moving on to the cameras, and 8 megapixel cameras on both, we can safely say that the Carl Zeiss camera, despite its f2 lens on the Lumia 820, disappoints somewhat. The lesser pixel powered Lumia 720 even pits it to the post of best camera on a mid-range Lumia phone. The Sony Xperia SP still produces quite a bit of noise, but the image quality is generally good with decent levels of detail. As we said, battery wins out on the SP, so all in all, we'd say that SP is the better phone. Hardly surprising given the fact it's newer. You'll probably be able to pick up the Lumia 820 for less though, so if you like a very, very competent, great solution out of the box and LTE as well, then it'll be the Lumia 820. For all your apps, games and HD movie content, SP all the way. Thanks for watching Recombo. I've been Basil comparing the Nokia Lumia 820 with the Sony Xperia SP, two LTE phones. If you've enjoyed this video, click like. If you like our channel, just click subscribe.